I'm Jenna, and welcome to your restorative yoga class. So if you're new to restorative, it's a very different style of yoga in that it's not one movement, one breath like a vinyasa, and it's just holding postures for extended periods of time for anywhere from 3 to sometimes even 10 minutes. And the whole point of this practice isn't necessarily to feel a deep sense of stretch, but rather to feel a sense of release. So you might start to notice throughout the practice that your sense of space and time might start to shift. No, all of that's totally normal. You might feel your mind sort of drift off into a dreamlike state or maybe even fall asleep, also completely normal. So just like any other yoga practice, the more often that you do restorative yoga, the better you'll get at it. So it's a much more meditative yoga practice, less physical, more metaphysical. So for today's practice, I will be using about 1 or 2 blankets at least, and I usually like to have a third blanket when I'm practicing restorative because it's really normal for the body temperature to drop. So a third blanket might be nice to put over your body. Another prop that's really nice for restorative is an eye pillow or something to place over your eyes. Essential oils, if you want to light candles, this is your time to relax. So whatever's going to help you do that the quickest. So we're going to get started first just lying down in a basic Shavasana. So you can move. Oh, and by the way, for the bolster today, I have a couch pillow. You can use any big fluffy pillow that you have. I find couch pillows seem to work the best. If you have a bolster, like a more typical yoga bolster, you can also use one of these. But we're just going to get started for today laying down on your mat. So go ahead and come to just a basic Shavasana, and if it feels like your low back is not comfortable laying down like this, you might prop something underneath the backs of your knees, like some blankets or that big pillow. And then once you're there, take one hand over your low belly and one hand over your heart. Close your eyes. Relax the eyeballs away from the eyelids and unhinge your jaw from the ears down. Let your body land on the ground. Feel gravity just gently tugging at the parts of your body that are touching the ground. And see where can you soften a little bit around the shoulders. As you just feel the breath move gently in and out under your hands. Let your next breath out, breathe all the air out, all the way to the bottom until you feel the belly button draw in. And then take a big breath in, filling up the low belly, the ribs, and your chest. And part the lips, let it go out the mouth, soft and slow. Feel the parts of your body touching the ground again, just get heavier. Full breath in, a little bit of lightness in the front half of your body. And exhaling into the earth, letting it all go. A big breath in. And a full breath out. And keep your breath moving. As we're here, imagine now in your mind that you were standing in the middle of a shallow river. Imagine the river just comes up to your ankles and you can sort of feel the cool water rushing past your feet, your ankles, the pebbles underneath your feet. Maybe imagine you could feel the sun on your face and on your skin, in contrast to the cool water on your feet. Imagine that this water is representing the current of your mind and your thoughts. And you simply just begin to observe them as you just look down and watch the water rushing past. Now imagine yourself starting to take a few steps to the riverbank until you're standing on the warm rocks alongside the river, now just watching the river rushing by. As we practice here today, I invite you, when you find yourself maybe swept away in the currents of your thoughts, to come back to this moment of stepping out of the river, feeling the warmth on the bottoms of your feet, and coming back to watching the thoughts, knowing we can't stop them, but we can choose to be less involved. When a thought comes up, we just let it go with a deep exhale. Dedicate this time and this practice here to taking a step out of trying to figure things out and giving some time and space for maybe some guidance to come through. Take just a few more breaths here. And then slowly start to blink your eyes open. When you feel ready, you can release your hands off your body, maybe take a big stretch, reaching the toes forward and reaching the arms back. And then draw the knees in and roll to one side. And press yourself up, keeping your head heavy to a seat. And now we'll come to our first pose, which will be legs up the wall. So we'll use your pillow to support your body. I have a long pillow here, so it can fit pretty much the whole trunk of my body. So I'm going to take it the long ways up against the wall. And depending on how tall you are, you might take a blanket towards the back of your pillow so that it can support your head as well. Now to come into legs up the wall, I think the easiest way to do it is to come to sit on the very edge of your pillow with your shoulders up against the wall, or one shoulder up against the wall. And then bring your hands down onto your pillow. Put your butt on the wall, still on the edge of the pillow. And then drop one shoulder underneath you and roll over until your legs are up the wall. I know this will be the hardest thing that we do the whole class. So adjust your body now so that you feel totally comfortable. Oops. Let me get my phone so I can keep track of the time. And then once you're into your pose, just scan your body quickly and see, is there any place else that you can adjust to make your body completely and totally comfortable? In these postures that we hold for longer periods of time, you want to make sure in the beginning that the body's comfortable so it can be completely still. And that physical stillness is what starts to bring your body and your nervous system into the deep state of relaxation. So use your breath to start to invite your minds to slow down again. This pose is called Waterfall Pose, or in Sanskrit, Viparita Karani. go of any holding of the muscles of your face. Feel the shoulders just relax down into your props. Let each breath be an invitation to just let a new wave of relaxation wash over your body. Each time that you catch your mind wandering off, just come back to the breath again. Each exhale, washing over your body, letting go a little more each time. It's normal for your legs to feel a little tingly here. But if it begins to become too much, you can always bend your knees and take your feet flat onto the wall, or bring the soles of your feet together and the knees wide. But if you're able, try to keep the legs straight up and just allow the blood flow to reverse. Just resting here for a few more minutes. Take just a few more breaths here. You feel ready, bend the knees, take the feet flat on the wall for a moment. Let the blood flow start to come back into the lower half of your body. From here, we'll roll all the way over onto one side, curled in a ball there. Now take your top hand down on the floor in front of you and press yourself up away from your props. We'll set up for the next pose here. Using your pillow, take it onto your mat. And then come to sit with your right hip up against your pillow. And now we'll take one of your blankets between your thighs, your inner thighs. And your knees can either be stacked, one on top of the other, or you can let that top leg stagger a little bit away from you. Now bring one hand down on either side of your pillow and lower your body down, turning your right cheek down to the pillow. Now if it feels like your right elbow is lifting up away from the floor, you might take your second blanket there and slip it underneath your right forearm to allow that arm to be completely supported. If it feels like there's any weight at all in your left forearm, slide it a little further out to the side or forward so that you can really feel the weight of your body just surrender into your props and into the floor. If at any point you feel cold, you're more than welcome to take a blanket over you. Take any last movements you need to make your body completely comfortable before settling into your stillness here. Yourself this space to do a little less. As you maybe notice sounds in your environment, notice them as the world being just busy around you, as you can feel the power of stillness. few more breaths here. Seeing where else can you let go a little more. When you feel ready, bring the hands down on the floor under your shoulders and press the ground down to lift your chest and your torso up just long enough to rock your opposite hip to the bolster or your pillow. Keeping the blanket between your knees, adjusting anything that needs adjusting. And then one hand down on either side of the pillow again to drape your body down. Turn your left cheek and your left ear down. If it feels like your left forearm is lifting off the floor, then take another blanket underneath your left forearm. Adjust your right arm so it doesn't hold any weight of your shoulder at all. You can feel the entirety of your body just trusting its weight as it releases its grip of the muscles. Allowing your body to be held by the props, by the ground. Few more breaths here on this side. And when you feel ready, bring the hands down under your shoulders and press the ground down to lift your body up. Now we'll move your pillow just a little over to your right. So now you can lay down on the left side of your body inside the pillow, to the right of the pillow. And then you can tuck the pillow between your arm and your ear and hug the pillow in with your right arm. Making any other adjustments you need. I'll show you a view from the back if you're confused at all. And if you need to make any other adjustments to make your body completely comfortable, make any other adjustments you need. And then settle back into stillness again. Feel all your cares and concerns for the world just melt away as you allow your body to rest in this deep state of relaxation. Take just a few more breaths here. And take your top hands down in front of you. Keeping your head heavy, press yourself slowly up to a seat. You can take that blanket out from between your legs. Move your pillow back onto your mat. Now we'll turn around. And there's two ways we're going to take Supta Baddha Konasana, two ways you could take it. One way would be unfolding one of your blankets and rolling it up so you have a long blanket roll. And then you will take it with your knees bent on top of your feet and Pull it towards your sides to bring the bottoms of your feet together and your knees wide, and it should feel like the blanket is supporting your legs. I'll show you that from the front. Comes on top of your feet, and then the knees come wide. The other option is to take one blanket on either side of your outer thighs and just kind of stuff it underneath your outer thighs. And you might want a blanket as a pillow, depending on how your neck is feeling in this pose. So make yourself absolutely comfortable so it feels like your legs can release into the props, and the props are holding your legs up, and it doesn't feel like your legs are stretching to meet the props. So make as many little last-minute adjustments you need. Arms can be wherever feel comfortable for you. If you want to use a blanket over your body or an eye pillow over your eyes now, go ahead and put that there. And in this pose, I'd like you to imagine a bright white light above your head. It could be like a ball of white, pure light. Imagine you could feel the warmth of that light shining on the crown of your head. Now imagine that white light passes in through the crown of your head until it's right in the center of your forehead, halfway between the front and the back of your skull, about the height of your eyebrows. And imagine that white light starts to shift to the color violet. In your center of intuition, maybe you feel it warming from the inside out. You feel a tingle across your third eye. And imagine that light passes down into your throat, pausing there right in the center as the light shifts to the color blue. In our center of communication, how we feel heard, how we feel safe to speak our truth. Imagine this light just clearing away any fear that you hold in this place. Now imagine that light passes down into the center of your rib cage and your heart center. As the light shifts to the color green, it warms from the inside out. Anything that's hardened there, any places that have become cold, imagine the light just softening, gently melting all those places. Imagine that light passes down to right below the ribs above the belly button. As it shifts to the color orange, in our center of our power, our ego, our solar plexus, clearing away any insecurity or uncertainty of who we are, why we're here. And then feel that light pass even further down into your pelvic floor, below the belly button, as it shifts to the color yellow, in our center of creativity, sensuality, fluidity. Clearing away any disconnects that you have to your creativity, your sensuality. And then finally that light moving into the lowest part of your spine, the very tip of your tailbone, as it shifts to the color red in our root, the place where we feel our most primal instincts, our connection to the ground, to each other, our sense of safety. Feel that light's just warming any fear that you have. You are safe right now. You are not alone. And now imagine that light slowly passing back up through orange to yellow in your solar plexus and green in your heart, to blue in your throat, purple behind your eyebrows, and then back out the crown of your head. Feel that white light just again, maybe a little bit brighter as it's taken out anything that wasn't serving you. Now imagine that you could simply watch that white light start to float off into the sky, like a balloon that you released. Just watch it slowly start to fade away. As you lay here, feeling just a little bit lighter, feeling the central channel of your body a little bit more fluid. As we rest here for a few more minutes. to move here. Simply straighten out your legs. Maybe taking the blanket behind the back of your knees for the time being, or just letting it move off to the side. Feeling any resonance of that pose. Let the legs just relax. Next pose is Shavasana. So if you feel really relaxed here, then stay as you are. If you have allergies, elevating the upper half of your body can really help to ease your breathing. If you'd like to rest in any other position, feel free to adjust now. Maybe taking the pillow underneath your knees and the blanket underneath the back of your head. Making your body absolutely comfortable now. You might take the arms wide to the sides on your body. You can take a blanket over you if you'd like. And let your next breath in come in through the nose, filling up the sides of your body. And let your next breath out soften your body onto the earth. Take a few breaths like that. As you settle into our final pose, Shavasana. to deepen your breath. Just take a few big, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, soft and slow. When you feel ready, either stay as you are, or if you'd like to end practice in a seat, you can start to bring some small movements into your body. Whatever feels good for you, to bring some awareness back into your body, and then roll over onto one side, curled up in a little ball there. And then take your top hand down on the floor, and keeping your head heavy, come on up to a seat, and then come to cross your shins, maybe sitting up on your pillow. Close your eyes. And wherever you are, laying down or seated, bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart again, just like we began. Feel the breath move under your hands. Rest here just for these last few moments in pure awareness together. Letting this moment move through you like water. Come back to that image of standing on the shore of the river. Feeling the warmth on the bottoms of your feet. The warmth of the sun on your face and on your skin. And that sense of peace as we start to disassociate our higher self from that current of thought. Last few breaths ground you into that sense of peace so it can carry you throughout the rest of your day, the rest of your week. From here, join the hands together in front of your heart. Here just for a few breaths, and I'll chant to end our practice. Asato ma satgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amrityam gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Big breath in through the nose. As you breathe out, bow the head down to the hands. Peace for the mind, peace for the heart, and peace for your soul. May the whole world be filled with peace and love, light and joy. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you so much. I hope that this practice left you feeling restored. Again, like this, like any yoga practice, the more that you practice this, the better that you'll get, the quicker that you'll drop into that deep state of relaxation, and the longer lasting the effects will be. So I invite you to continue this practice, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.